Hello, I'm Natalie from PlannerCraft and thank you for joining me for this week's playtime. This week we'll be playing with a number of different pens to create this card. The cut file we're using will be available on our September USB and it is This Too Shall Pass card. For this first step we'll delete everything off the mat other than our first word. We will set our pen fill settings to those displayed here. This is so that we use a wider pen width than the actual nib. To give our letters more of a defined border, I've used the additional line command. This gives us a deeper border by drawing the lines multiple times. We will be using the PaperMate InkJoy Gel pens, which have a similar barrel to our Sarasa Clips that we stock, but it is slightly wider, but this means it fits our pen holder much better. Simply pop the pen into your pen holder, then lift and twist. Insert your pen holder into your machine. Lower the locking flap mechanism and then start your draw. You will repeat this process for each of your words. To cut out your words, you will use the direct cut function. Using the seam allowance, you can then add on an additional border. We recommend about 3mm to give you room to glue. Because we use the seam allowance function, the machine will offer a draw line as well, but for this one we just want to cut. Next you want to draw your strap line for your pocket. Here we're using a Zebra Sarasa Clip 0.5 white gel pen, which is perfect for the text. Be sure to prime your pen beforehand. Here is a close-up of our drawn elements. As you can see, our smaller text is just outlined, while we've included the custom fill for the larger text. Next we're going to create the background for our card using distressed Oxide inks. I'm working with Spice Marmalade, Worn Lipstick, Squeezed Lemonade and Peeled Paint. Splodge your ink onto your glass mat or craft mat. Basically, so long as you have a blending surface that you can work with, we'll work with that. Spritz on some water and you're ready for the next step. Place a 12 by 12 sheet of card into your ink surface and rub down thoroughly. If need be, replace and rub down again or spritz with more water for a more blended effect. We are next going to use the floral ring file from our September USB to create a patterned background, but you could also use a floral stamp or any other floral SVG. Here we are using the WFSS4 Extra Fine Brush Pen from Zebra, and this is literally creating the outline of our file. Here is a close-up of the outline prior to the next step. Next we are going to fill in our outline by hand using the Pentel Touch in grey, before then using a water brush to pick up some of our distress ink to colour individual elements of our background. Finally, add some texture using a water brush that has been flicked over the surface, or you can use the Spectrum Noir sparkle pen, which will give you lovely sparkle in your lifted areas. Finally, add the sparkle pen to the centre of each flower. Work out roughly where you want to put your pocket. Trim your card using a trimmer, making sure that you keep your edge perfectly straight. Place your decorated card onto your card base and mark ready for alignment. Use a combination of red liner tape and glue to your first piece, and use red liner tape to the sides and bottom of your pocket. When adhering your pocket, make sure that you align it as closely as possible. Insert your card into the pocket. Finally, use red liner tape across the top of your pocket as well as either end of your note strip. Adhere to your card carefully. Thank you for joining us for this week's playtime. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and don't forget to like the video, share it to your friends, or follow us here on YouTube.